So I shot the video of Grow Older Me recently when I was in Los Angeles. We went up to Malibu and did it. And I worked with a brilliant director who came up with this idea that's very inspired by a film that he and I were both a fan of called Swedish Love Story, which is a 70s film, Swedish film. I just loved the idea, and it's one of my favourite films, and I kind of worked. Yeah, and the song was the first song I wrote from the album, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So did it inspire the vocal or the lyrical content of the rest? Like, was there a theme that you started with when you're writing that tune, and then kind of just kind of went out from there?
I wrote Grow Older Me, and then that was the first moment I went, I really feel like there's a record coming.
So how old were you? When did that happen?
That was quite a while. Grow Older Me is about 3 years old now.
Did you have a deal? Were you talking to people yet? Or, so this is like really the beginning.
That was the song Grow Older Me that I wrote when I was in the process of moving from Brighton to London, and I was. It was the song that got me some attention, a tiny amount of attention that Lily Allen heard. She heard that song and then wanted to come down to a show.
How did it get to her? MP3, or did she come to a show? Or?
It's a very long, strange story through a chain of people, and she heard it. There's a girl called Anna who kind of heard the song and then asked me for coffee. She was just like a 21-year-old girl, a dear friend of mine, and she got in contact with me, and she said she might be able to help me, and she sent the song to Lily, and was kind of helping me out for a few. I actually never talk about her, and I really should.
Anna or Lily?
Anna,
okay.
Because actually Anna was the one that got me to Lily and really helped me to start with.
Well, I'm glad she's getting her shout out then.
This is the first time shout out. I feel bad about that, actually.
Good.
Yeah, Anna, lots of love, Anna.
Yeah, lots of love. Yeah. So talking about films, you love, and it's funny when I found this Terrence Malick's Badlands.
Yeah.
That is a messed up story, man.
It's not necessarily the story. It's what it symbolises.
The emotion?
Yeah. I think it's that idea of escape. That's the thing that I can relate to of that film. It's that idea of escape, and there's this like willing and what's willing or just like a desire for more. And I feel that from him. He the lead character, he just desperately wants more from life.
I wanted more after listening to this record. I wanted more tunes. And it seems that there are a few more in this version that I'm holding right now.
Oh, you're 13. How many do you want, mate? I mean, Jesus.
I want you to keep going. Just keep playing. You've got this like. Do you know Hawksley Workman? Have you heard of Hawksley Workman?
No.
From Toronto. He's got this great cadence to his voice. Kind of sounds like you at times. I think you dig it.
What's his name?
Hawksley Workman.
Mate, I'm gonna write that in my phone.
He's got that same kind of vocal. It's amazing. Anywho, Lorde, we have her on the show next week.
Cool.
I hear you think she has the pulse of the world. She's got everything at her fingertips right now.
Yeah, I think she's doing well.
So what is it about her writing that really speaks to you?
Well, I don't know. It's funny. I don't know huge amounts of her work. I only know that.
Everyone only knows the big song.
Yeah. I know that in the tennis court. I think she's just. I don't know. I gushed about her the other day, and now one seems to ask me about it. But
only because she's on the show next week.
Yeah. No, I think she's very good. I think she's. I want to hear some more, but she's definitely got something going on, isn't she? She's definitely seems to be writing. She's got some consciousness that's happening. That's good.
When you hear people like that you start to dig, do you start writing songs in their vein? Like, does that spark your creativity? Not to write in their vein, but does it spark your creativity to go home, sit at the piano, and just start writing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because it's
just refreshing to hear music like that. I think sometimes you get very bogged down with different types of music, but when someone just manages to just encapsulate something about what's going on at the time, it's rare. It's very rare. Songwriters get it completely right, and I think she got it completely right. That song.
What song? Just throw this one at you. What song did you get it completely right on?
I don't think I've got it completely right yet.
That's the right answer to that question. I gotta let you go. So we do something called 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1-word answers.
Okay.
Road or studio?
Ooh, I would say that I'm probably happier on the road, but I bring out the more of my potential in the studio. It's where I belong.
Cool.
I think.
When are you going to go back? Do you have plans?
I'm going to try and get in December for a few. We're on a big tour at the moment.
Yes, you are.
And it goes all the way through to December, and and then hopefully I'll get holed up in the studio for a week or two.
Cool.
I've got a load of new songs which I need to get down.
Are you playing them live? Can people hear them on tour, or you save them?
I'm trying to play them live, but what I am doing is a lot. I'm trying to spend as much time in the day writing that in the sound check I do. Great thing about doing a headline tour is you get a nice long sound check. I'm trying to get sort of. I'm trying to do like an hour of trying songs out with the band and sound check, and then in the evening we play the album out, because I think it's important people hear this record live. That's the best way to enjoy it. It's the best way to enjoy Long Way Down is live, I think.
Do you play it in order? I always wonder that with the first record, because those are all the songs. So do you play?
No, we
is
don't.
the set list? No.
I always start at Grow Older Me though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lennon or McCartney? Back to the 5 questions.
Fucking hell. Sorry.
It's all good.
I don't know, man. I think that's a very tricky question. I think probably the problem is that Lennon was cut short. So, but if McCartney had been cut short as well, I'd probably say McCartney. But because I'm not a fan of like his way late stuff, that stuff. But I'm such a fan of like Ram and all the stuff he did on like Abbey Road, and that's my favourite Beatles stuff. But then Lennon's solo records are just so fucking cool, and I'm a massive fan of Imagine, and it's so difficult, man. But I do think that it's about them together was the best. I'd say them together they needed each other, I think.
When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Well, actually, I think it's probably...
I love how these one-word answers are not one-word answers.
Yeah, I think it's probably melody that gets me first, and then I'll be interested. It'll get my full attention through the melody, and then if the lyric's good as well, then I'll give even more attention. But I don't know. I think it depends what kind of mood I'm in.
Okay.
Depends what I'm smoking.
If someone's never heard Tom Odell, what song do they start with?
The cameraman's getting attacked by
a bee. It's fine.
If they've never heard Tom Odell, what songs they start with? Let me have a look.
You may.
I don't know. I think there's a mood for everything. I think listen to Can't Pretend, because that's the song I feel like I'm going more in that direction now with my new songs, and it's more of a band feel, and I feel that's where I'm going with music. I feel like I'm going in the band direction.
I like the breakdown in that tune.
Yeah.
In one word, Tom Odell.
Tom Odell.
Just as a single smashed together word.
One word, Tom Odell. Problem.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Good talking to you.